Hey, what's going on? It is Josh Hubby. It is time for another Throwdown Thursday. I hope your day is great. I hope your week has been fantastic. Had a little bit of rain this week here in Temecula, Marietta area, and now it's getting sunny and bright again, hopefully for a great weekend coming up. I hope you're staying charged up. That's what these Throwdown Thursdays are for. The main mission is just to throw some inspiration and some motivation and some things for you to ponder and just mull over and some things to challenge you. That's what this Throwdown Thursdays are all about. Here's what I've got for you today. It's the little things that make a big difference. Our topic is this. It is the little things that make the biggest difference. And here's what I'm going to start off. You know, I like telling stories. I read a lot of different things, and I pick up these little stories here and there, and I'm going to share one with you. We're going to keep it short and sweet and simple because I know we're on a time crunch, and I know every minute's precious. But here we go. There's a story that I read a few days back of this man who's taking a walk on the beach. It's a bright, sunny morning, and he's taking a walk on the beach, and the tide rolls up real high, and then very quickly it recedes back down. And as it leaves back out, it washes up hundreds of starfish. And these starfish are kind of just left up on the beach. They're left out on the sand, and this water keeps receding back down, closer out into the ocean. And this man notices, with how hot it's going to be today and the sun beating down, he notices these starfish aren't going to make it. These starfish are going to dry up and die if they're left up on this beach. So you know what he does? He decides, he picks one up and he heaves it back into the ocean as far as he can. And then he picks another one up and heaves it back into the water as far as he can. And he continues to do this. And a guy from behind walks up to him and says, hey, what are you doing? You know there are hundreds of starfish out here. How many do you really think you can help? What difference can you really make? And the man, without even responding, without stopping, without pausing, without responding, picks one more up and throws it as far as he can out into the water. And he looked at him, he said, it made a difference to that one. So here's what we're talking about. It's the little things that make a big difference. I know that story's corny and goofy, but it is. It's the little things. And here's what I read. There's a book called How Full Is Your Bucket? And what it talks about, it's such a simple concept, but what it talks about is that everybody's got this imaginary bucket that they carry around in life. Everybody's got this imaginary bucket. And when we interact with people, and we have one as well, when we interact with people, we are either dipping from their bucket or we're filling their bucket up. One of the two. We're either people that dip from other people's buckets of life, or we're filling them up. We're either taking away from them because we're negative and we're complaining, and we have that interaction, that window that we get to impact that person, and we're either bringing them down a little bit by what we say or how we act or how we talk to them, or we're filling them up. We're filling their bucket. We're bucket fillers because we're positive and we're charged up. And we're motivating, and we say things that are going to uplift them and enrich them and make them better than they are today. So that's what I want to talk about is that's the challenge is can we break it down and say, man, it's the little things, it's the little instances, it's the little interactions. Because think about it, when you break it down, how many interactions do you have in one day with other people? 10, 20, 30, times 7 days a week. Times 4.3 weeks in a month, right? All the months in a year, and every year that you're alive, how many little interactions do we have? And all it takes is just those little interactions and being positive and filling other people's bucket and realizing that it's the little things that count, that it's saying something that is uplifting and then encouraging and that builds somebody up that may have just made their day. They may have had a crummy day and you just made their day. You never know where people are at in life. You never know when they're this close to breaking. You never know when they're this close to just saying, I give up, I quit on everything. You don't know. But you could be that one person, that one interaction that either turns them down because you said something and you took away from their bucket. You dipped from their bucket and you were negative and it broke them. or because of that one interaction that you had with somebody, that you were positive and that you spewed some positive energy and you gave them something uplifting and motive, that you just saved that day. Or that you just said, you know what, that you gave them that little ounce of hope. That's what it's all about. So that's our Throwdown Thursday. It's super simple. It is basic. But the question is this, are you a person that is uplifting and you're filling people's bucket? Because everybody's got an imaginary bucket. And you're either filling them up and making them better, or you're dipping and you're stealing something from them every interaction you have. And you got to realize this, that it's the small things in life that have the biggest impact. It's the little things we say and do in every interaction with our friends, our family, our coworkers that impact things the biggest. Continue to stay motivated on life. Continue to stretch outside your comfort zone. Reach for your goals. Stay motivated. Stay positive. Fill people's buckets. We'll see you guys next week for another Throwdown Thursday.